I wanted to tell you about the situation with Lush and this guy Marvelous. You know about this? All right, I'll show you what he looks like. Just
Are you talking about the Hispanic dude?
Yes.
He talked about that he had sex with a minor.
He had a baby with a minor.
Yeah, I heard that weirdo. What is he talking about?
I'm just gonna bring him on the screen.
Did dude give him a fake ID? Did she give him a fake ID?
That's what they're saying. Okay, so this is Marvelous. This is Lush.
He got 10 kids.
He has 10 kids, and so he basically was doing a tattoo on a girl, and she had her sister or whatever with her, and I believe that I think he tattooed this girl as well, and she had a fake ID, and she was saying she was whatever 19, 20, whatever. He ends up banging her. According to him, she was 16. He ID'd her in the process of doing the tattoo, but then bangs her, doesn't really talk to her afterwards. 8 months into the pregnancy, finds out that she's 16, and so she has the kid. Obviously, he says that he was very upset about this. He's like 40, so obviously, yeah. That
so he couldn't tell she was 16. I ain't going for it, bro.
According to him, he couldn't tell.
I ain't going for it, bro.
Okay. I feel like that's probably a lot of people's reaction.
I just saw when I went to Lens Crafters. I get out my car, I see a chick. She's sitting on the bench. She on me the whole way, right? Get up on her. She said, "Hey, how you doing? Were you on your way too?" I say, "Little girl, you younger than my youngest child." I can tell she's 16. You can tell a 16-year-old. I'm sorry.
I think you could tell most of the time. I don't know what level
then where's
Marvelous was on. Oh, actually, you know what? There is a video.
Where's she at?
Well, you could see her now because he did content with her, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to find it, but Marvelous Inc. Baby mother. Yeah, look, there's her right here.
Let me see.
That's her. We can even listen to her speak. She's 20 now.
How me and Daniel met was my sister went to get a tattoo. She invited me over. I went over. I liked his work.
This was 2 weeks ago. I mean, to be fair, she does look all right now.
She's 20.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But so he says that he was super upset about this. That's not even what we're talking about, though. Lush asked me, can he interview this guy Marvelous? Because this is obviously like the talk of the town on the Mexican podcast world. A lot of people already hated Marvelous because American Cholo, basically, like when I went on American Cholo's podcast, American Cholo told me all about how he had just gone into a situation with Marvelous where he saw him at some kind of tattoo event or something. American Cholo runs down on him, tells him like, yo, we need to go to the bathroom and fight. He said that Marvelous wouldn't go to the bathroom and fight, wouldn't go outside and fight. So American Cholo is basically just saying he's a huge bitch.
So American tripping on him because of the minor thing.
No, this was before that. This was maybe 6 months ago.
They had a whole nother problem.
They had a whole nother problem. And he's from a hood that apparently is greenlit by the Mexican mafia. They don't.
He's from Montevideo or something?
What is it? Yeah. And so they don't get taxed.
Around for a minute.
They don't want to get taxed. So apparently they have some kind of strange relationship because of that. He said he's like grown up, knowing what it's like to be hated by everybody, whatever. So fine. I tell Lush, yeah, totally do the interview. This is interesting. This is what people are talking about right now. Lush does the interview. Super. I mean, he's questioning him. He's asking him questions, but it's not really like confrontational. It's not a difficult interview because, to be fair, the guy has an excuse for everything. You know, he's like got his whole script of exactly what he says happened. It's kind of hard to interview somebody and like hold them to the fire when they're telling you that they didn't intend to do this, whatever. Then Lush goes on the news right after, and this is the bad behavior that I can't get behind. And I called Lush out for this, and he did a lot of blaming other people and whatnot. And obviously, I love you, Lush, but I just wanted Wack to weigh in on this. You know, Hater World, where you went on.
Yeah.
They produced a T-shirt mocking Marvelous. You could probably find it somewhere, but it basically says like Marvelous 16 file or some shit on it. Lush goes on the news right after he does this interview
with the shirt
and puts the shirt on and goes on the channel.
Wait.
Which to me,
that's some bitch ass.
That's
shit.
A foul.
So why didn't he wear that when Marvelous was here?
So I'm saying, how are you going to sit there and have a man-to-man real conversation, and then the next thing you do that same day is that you go on the news and you wear a shirt that basically treats him like a joke? To me,
I don't know.
That's
Marvelous.
Not cool. Right.
Now, if in fact the girl showed him a fake ID, right? That's one thing. I'm assuming at 16 you should be able to tell, but I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. It's a fake ID. Okay, cool. I heard them say she showed up with the mother, the baby, whatever. And he said, I'm gonna take care of it if it's mine. So I guess he didn't know she was pregnant. Right?
He didn't find out till she was 8 months in.
Right.
And I guess she ran down on him at a swap meet while he was with another baby mama.
Yeah. So, but here's what's crazy. Lush, dude came in because you called him to come in.
Yeah. Showing him that respect.
In that interview, did Lush tell him, I think you's a pedo?
Not in those words. He did ask him all questions about this.
But did he just
But never at any point was he like, I think you're a pedophile. I think you're a bitch. I think you did this on purpose, yada, yada. Nothing, none of that energy.
That makes Lush a weirdo.
Okay.
Because you can't do that interview and then right after put a shirt on that you had here already.
Yep.
And go on the news, right? Disrespecting the dude. I would have respected it if he wore this shirt in front of dude.
I can't imagine how that would have gone if Lush had said, well, actually, check this out. But I agree. That would have been the more rational, respectable thing for him to do. If he liked the shirt so much, if he thought the shirt was that funny, if he thought that this was such an important shirt, wear it to his face. It's the same thing. It would be like doing an interview with someone, asking him all kinds of questions, and then later that day I go on the news and I say, I just interviewed this guy. He's a fucking idiot.
Now,
this guy's a piece of shit. I just interviewed him. Moron. That's not cool.
Did the teenager's parents eventually know about him?
They know about it, and I believe they were actually there when this tattoo took place. And they have decided that they do not want to press charges against Marvelous. So apparently both the girl who had the baby and her parents do not hold it against him. And he claims, and I can't verify this, but he claims that she basically had like pulled this on some other tattoo artists as well and banged them when she was underage as well. Which, I mean, I guess that is... I've known girls throughout my life who are like, grown. I'm talking to them and they're like, oh my God, when I was 16, I used to do this and I lied to this guy and I fucked this guy and I used to go to this bar. Right. I mean, there's definitely girls where this is their hobby when they're underage.
Lush, yo, that ain't cool, bro. Lush, please don't never do me like that, bro. I'm going to be forced to have to ignore your handicap.
But then, okay, when I sit down with him, you want to know what bullshit excuse he tried to use? And again, I love you, Lush, but I got to map this out. He points at Brick Baby, who's sitting right next to him, which is fucked up even of itself, to be like, oh, you're accusing me of doing something fucked up. Well, what about this guy? That's fucked up. But his excuse was such bullshit. He goes, well, Brick sat with Big Sad, and then later on decided that he thought Big Sad was a snitch.
No,
Big Sad presented Brick with paperwork that we all read together that presented and one version of it. DW and Brick changed their opinion a few days later.